Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. The first thing I want to do is say a massive thanks for all the kind words and well wishes I got regarding last Wednesday's video when I did say that I'm sort of feeling a little bit down in the dumps. In fact, that's a little bit of an understatement. People say I should do less video work. It's basically the video work that's keeping us going at the minute. It's my hobby. I enjoy doing it. I have sought professional help and I'm getting help. And I've got probably the most fantastic person in the world looking after us, my wife Deb. So I will get over this, I will bounce back. There might be a little bit less video content. I might not be as cheerful as I normally am, but I can assure you I'll get this sorted and I will be back. Tonight's video, I've bought a little tube with Caravan to take the wife away to steam rallies and on holiday and what sort of thing. And I was looking at a wheel lock. And the money for bits of pressed tin plate was ridiculous, so I've decided to build my own wheel lock. So tonight's couple of videos is showing you exactly how I went about that. This is the little tube with Caravan we bought for going to steam rallies with. As you can see, it's got no wheels on. I took the wheels off because the tyres were 12-year-old. They look mint, but they were 12-year-old, so I've put 2 new tyres on. I've been looking at Caravan wheel locks, and honestly, for the money, they're just shite. So I'm going to make my own. It'll be quite substantial. I need to take some measurements. Right, so I've got the wheel back on with its lovely new 8-ply tyre. And my idea is to put a bar through there. And on this side here, I'm going to drill it. I've got a close shackle padlock and I'll put a plate on the box so you can't get it off. So I need to work out some measurements. It's what I can put on the inside to stop the bar from coming out that way. So what I'm thinking, a piece of bar in behind the wheel like that, and a piece of that stainless through. I'm not going to use wood actually, I'm going to use a bit of steel. Get some sort of measurements and then we'll go from there. Right, I'm back home. I brought one of the wheels with us. So when we were at the Caravan, and I had the plate on the inside of the wheel, it was lined basically like that. So I'm going to cut a piece of this bar off like that, and then hopefully there'll be enough length for it to fit right through. There should be. I'll have a measure up how much we need to go down through there. Just a pity I can't have a Caravan at home, but right, so I'm going to need 8 inches. It's going to be tight. So I may use something else for the inside. It doesn't have to be this material. I'm using this because basically it's not going to be easy to cut with a grinder. In fact, it will. It's too short. Right, so I'll find a decent bit of material to replace that bit of wood with, and then we'll cut a bit of this off, tack weld that on, and then we can concentrate on the plate on the other side of it. Right, I've got a bit of angle there, that'll do fine, so that can be welded onto there. I'll weld on the end there and then we can cut it the length. That's going to go inside of there, no problem at all. We will cut it to the same length as that, which is 8 inches. That was like that on the tyre, and it was hitting the brake back plate like that, so we need to cut that the same length as that, weld that onto it, and then we've got sort of something to go at. I know what I want. I've got a picture out in my mind. I could sit down and draw it, but honestly with stuff like this I find it easier just to sort of make it up as I go along. I'll just be tack welding. I won't do any proper welds until we're back at the Caravan and make sure it's all going to fit. I think it's angle grinder time now. So we wanted 8 inches. Getting a little bit. A lot of the wheel clamps you buy, they're basically made of tin. At least this will be sort of reasonably burglar proof or thief proof, I hope. It's a shame you've got to go to these lengths to stop the little thieving bastards, but it is what it is, I suppose. Right, so I've got a couple of decent tack welds onto there. Time to turn the wheel over now and see if we can work out what we're going to do with the other end of it. I've managed to get it all blocked up. That's the sort of position I wanted in. So I'm going to cut a circle of steel to go around there. I've got some 10mm plate that'll do quite nicely, and I'll cut a circle as big as I can. It'll have a slot in for that to go through, and we'll go back and work out the length to cut this to take the lock I've got for it. That's the lock I've got, and I want to try and make the lock. When the lock goes on top of the plate there'll be a box around here, so you'll just have enough room to slide the lock in, put it on and lock it, and hopefully that's going to keep the thieving bastards away. One little mistake, I've had the offset the wrong way. I should have started on the outside, you should have started on the inside of that one, but it'll not make any difference at all for what it's got to do. It's a nice clean cut, and that's genuine 10mm plate. And so that'll drop on there. It does cover the wheel bolts. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld 2 pins onto the back of this plate so it locks into the wheel there as well, just so it can't move around. But that's going to be quite substantial. The lock will go on like that, and then we've got to find a method of protecting the lock. I'll build a box around it so you can slide the lock in, lock it, take the key out, and you can't actually get to the lock pin. I've actually tried to drill one of these bastards out before. It was a nightmare to get off on a trailer at work. But that's looking quite decent. You can't get a grinding wheel in the back of there. And that stuff does take a bit of cutting anyway. It's looking not too bad. Right. So I want little brown pins in there just to stop the plate from turning. My fingers aren't quite dirty enough, but they're not bad. A little bit more muck on them. Not too much, wrong sort of muck that. I know roughly where they are now, so I want a couple of bits of pins on there just to sort of sort of in there and in there. We'll have a little bit measure, put a couple of marks on, and weld 2 little bosses on the inside. And so that goes on there like that. The lock goes in like that. I need to go to the Caravan now and try it on the Caravan and actually mark the hole, mark where that hole is going to be. It's no good guessing. I mean, I'm not guessing, I've got it lined up, but I want to mark it and get it right. And there is a bit of foam rod going to go behind here just to stop any damage to the alloy. And like I say, I'll box this in somehow, so you kind of just cut the pin. And the lock might go that way up, I'm not quite sure, I haven't decided, but I need to know where that pinhole is going to go. So it's back up the Caravan, a little bit, look at that, and then go from there. Right, I've been up to the Caravan, I've had to change one or two things around a little bit, but basically that's, when it's all together, that's the line there that thing sticks through, so I need to chop it off, and then the hole putting in for the lock, and we're going to decide how we're going to secure the lock or armour the lock. I'll cut a bit off, and then I can sort of see where I'm going. If I cut it off in there, so at least it will fit in the aperture of the lock, with plenty to spare. We'll cut it off there and then go from there. This might take a little bit of cutting because it is decent material.